Hello and happy Wednesday. I have a couple messages for people, and I say people because I don't want to say like, oh, it could be for you. It could be for anybody, really. So I have a few bits, and take what resonates with you and share whatever needs to be shared. But if not, then thank you for listening if you decide to listen. Okay, first things first. If your body is telling you something, and especially like if you need a break, take the break. This is coming from a fellow workaholic, okay? Okay, let me put it this way. Take the break for a day or two, or be forced to take a break for months and not be able to do anything about it. Which one would you prefer? I should take the break. I never did because bills don't pay themselves. You have to work, and then we're not paid enough. So many of the problems with the wage and everything. You already know this. We don't have to go over that. But that takes time to fix. Your health should come first. I made that mistake and I'm paying heavily for it. Now I'm on a whole bunch of medications. I hate medications. And they're all for physical health. How fun. But it's okay. I'm pushing through. I am going to keep doing these things because this is what helps me get through it. So, hi. So please listen to your body. And if the doctors are like, oh no, that's not it, I'm like, no, push for it. Because now the doctors are listening because, yeah, now I'm in a situation and there might be a legal conflict very soon. So just listen to your body. Okay, how to get that out of my system. So, original message that I wanted to share with you, if I'm going to pull this up, I did, just like on Monday, I had this typed up. So it's very quick. But if this applies to you, please use it and listen to it as much as you need, okay? Ready? Okay, let's do this. Okay. Take a breath. Everything will fall into place. You need to trust the process. The sad intervals are telling you that you are healing. Be kind to yourself. And please be patient. That's it. Short, sweet, simple, right? Actually, I'm gonna look at that again. Something about trusting the process where I know the process is messy and I also know that the process sucks a lot of the time and for some more than others. But regardless of what your process is putting you through, I don't want to say it's for a reason. I really don't. But I will say to trust the process, because if you look back on previous situations where you felt this way and look at how that played out, and again, some situations are not ideal. I understand that better than anyone, trust me, because there's some situations where I went through this process and it was not worth it, and I'm like, I don't understand why. And then after going through a few of them, and then now looking back, I'm like, now I'm putting more pieces together, but also in order to put those pieces together, I had to heal. So if you can't see it now, heal more as you heal. And when you reflect, you will see it. And then you'll understand this process. And it's different for everyone. However, if you don't see the reason behind whatever you were going through, you don't see it yet, it means there's more healing that needs to be done and your judgment is clouded. It's not saying you're wrong or that what you're feeling is invalid. No. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that you are allowed to feel the way you feel. If anyone, like as far as a therapist, a doctor has been like, oh no, you don't have a right to feel that way. There's so many things wrong with that, but you have your reality. No one can take that from you. You experience things and they are not you. So whatever the process is, and I know it gets sad, I know the emotions get there, and sometimes it feels like you're sad more often because you feel like you're powerless, like you don't know what to do. But every time you're sad and you're going through that, please journal it out, write it out somewhere, type it up in online or something, like, so it's just for you. It's not for anyone else. It's for you. That outlet is for you, because holding it in, bottling it up, we see in the world what happens when you do that. I learned firsthand what happens when you bottle things up for such a long time. And there's a video coming about that. And there's long-term effects of it, which is why I want to do video, because I want to express what the long-term effects are in that video. So, my message to you is to please be kind to yourself. I know that's hard, especially if you've been doing the negative self-talk for a long time. I combated that for years. I was so hard on myself, and then I realized as I was healing, I was going through the work, I was doing everything I had to do, and I realized it wasn't my voice I was hearing in my head. It became my voice, but it was originally not mine. And more about that is to come very soon. But do not expect the healing process to be immediate. I know we're a society of like, we need immediate gratification. That's not the case here. If something took you years to create, like a bad habit, if the pain, all that, it took years to get to this level, why are you expecting it to be gone within minutes or within days or hours, like, or months even? Sometimes it does take years, but don't let that stop you, because everything takes time. There's a process. You have to do the work in order to do it. There's emotional work. Like, you can listen to all those mindset programs and all these things where you just ignore it. Oh, you start doing healthy habits, but you ignore what happened in the past. Like, you're not going to get the results you want, because whatever happened in the past plays a role in whatever you're thinking, how you're acting, your behaviors, everything. You have to deal with it. And any program, any mindset program or wellness program that's like, oh, no, you don't have to do the work, you just ignore it. Like, no, whatever happened, let it go, blah, 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 and then just, start now. Like, you can't just let things go without doing the work. Trust me, I tried. Doesn't work that way. You can. It's also called running from your problems. But there's only so far you can run. There's only a certain amount of time you can run for. I don't recommend it as someone who's already done that and made that mistake and learned the lessons. Thankfully, I learned it quick. I'm only 26, so I'm going to be 27 next year. But considering I went through 21 years of trauma and I've overcome a lot of these things, and I come from a family of runners. I've observed in a lot of settings. I'm like, I've seen people in different weeks of life, different ages, and they've all been running. And I noticed when I was young, I'm like, okay, what if you just dealt with this instead of running? And imagine what life could have been like. So I submit this to you to think about. Okay, we're gonna end on this note. Would you rather keep running and then delay that process, because the work takes time? But why delay the process, right? So would you rather keep doing that and delaying the process and how long it's going to take, and then just keep suffering and just living in survival mode? Or would you rather start working on the process, just baby steps at a time? Teeny tiny steps. Itty bitty. You can take a baby step forward and take 2 steps back, but then still take 1 step forward, like however big of a step. Any progress you make towards your goals and towards healing is still progress. I don't care what society says. You take as many steps backwards as you need, as long as you take the initiative to take that step forward again. Because as someone who's taken so many steps back, and then, trust me, I know how that feels. And it's exhausting. I know, and I know it takes energy. I know it takes a lot, and you're already dealing with so much. I get it. Believe me, I do. But I'm still going to recommend that you do this process, because without doing the work, you're just going to spend money on like all these programs that are promising things that is not going to work. And you can challenge me on that. It may work for a period of time, but ultimately, if you don't deal with whatever it is that's deep in there, unfortunately, you will have to keep in survival mode. And so whatever it is that's holding you back from moving forward, it's time to face it. Write it down for yourself. Figure out what it is that's truly holding you back from working on you, from healing, from whatever it is. Or, like, I know there's health limitations. So those of you who are combating severe health complications and chronic illnesses, I get it. I'm there too. But it doesn't mean you delay your process. because you have even more of a challenge. And I know that's exhausting. Okay? I will always promote taking care of you. And I am fully against exploiting other people. I am fully against using other people to make yourself feel better, or, it's exploiting them. Taking advantage of people, I don't want to do that. I really don't. So if you have been in a position where you've been needing to talk to somebody and just in a financial situation, because I know we're in a pandemic still, contrary to what however people are acting right now, but we are still in this pandemic. I understand that. And I know times are tough. But you have an opportunity to still have someone to listen to you. I'm not charging for those. I'm not going to charge you. If you're in that position, I will not charge you for it. Promise you. Hold on. Okay. Do a cough attack thing. Do not let the fear, don't think I'm going to be like, oh, she's going to charge me for this. The things I do charge for are going to be personalized guides, and that's going to be on a need basis. I'm not planning on breaking the bank for people to get help and to get someone to listen. I'm not going to do that, because as someone who went through all that and has been exploited by people for their own selfish gains, we're not about that here in this company. I say we because you're in this community. Right now, I'm the only one in this company officially. I'm the creator of this. But I believe that's the beauty of what I'm doing. I firmly believe that, because I'm very picky and I know what I'm saying makes sense, and I know it's unrealistic for people who are like, from a business standpoint, they're like, you have to charge. I'm like, I know. But I still have faith in people, and people deserve help. People deserve to be heard. We all have a voice that needs to be heard. We are all going through it, and I know I made this video a lot longer than what I said I would. But I feel like this needs to be said. And it's Wellness Wednesday, so there's a lot of people that need to be heard, and I'm hoping with everything I've said in this video is resonated with at least someone in whatever your situation is. I'm hoping. So whether it was the little thing that I read out, or if it's anything else that I've been saying. But I am hoping that this makes you feel like you are being heard. I hope this is reaching you. If this is getting to you in a positive way, it's inspiring you in any sort of way, or it's like this is something you needed to hear, I'm hoping so. And I am praying for everyone, because that's what this world needs. And it doesn't matter who you believe in, what you believe in, what you don't believe in. I don't care. I care about what are you doing, what do you need, and how can I help. That's what I care about. And what can I share that you need to hear, or someone you may know that needs to hear this. Like, there's people in this community that have like that page where it's not just about the person that's hurting, or maybe it's a loved one, maybe it's someone you don't even know and you just want to help them and you're looking for something that can help. This might help. It's going to take time to get it to where I want it to be, but you gotta start somewhere, just like I'm showing you right now. I like to lead by example, so I'm going to try and do that as much as I can. Okay. All right. It's a bit of a long video for Wellness Wednesday, but I feel like everything needed to be said. So, excuse me. Okay. I know this is late to be posting this, but I hope you had an amazing day. And if not, well, the day is over almost. I hope the day is coming close to an end. It's dark, so I'm kind of going off that. It's probably a bad idea. What time is it? 5:20? Ooh, okay. Day is coming to a close. But tomorrow is a new day. If today was a bad day, you don't have to do today again. Tomorrow's a new day. So I hope tomorrow will be better. And for daily dedications, tomorrow is actually Thoughtful Thursday, and I think I have a question of the day saved. we'll see. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. But I want to leave you with that. Thank you if you've made it to this point of the video. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your time that you're taking. And I know the stuff that I talk about is really hard to hear at times, but I still think it's necessary. So as long as it's necessary, and as long as I know I can add value to someone somewhere, I will keep sharing. I will keep doing these types of things. And I will work on getting them shorter, because I know they're pretty long, but they're still valuable, I promise. I know I can't please everyone, so I'm not going to try to. But if this resonated with you, I'm so glad. If you're not comfortable commenting, you can send an email. If you're not comfortable with that, totally cool with it. But as long as I can reach something to you and it helps you, I'll take it. Okay? My goal is just to help people. So I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. And thank you for listening, and thank you so much for your time.